Hello and welcome back to day 10 of the 21 days of yoga. I'm Alexandra, and as always I'm so excited to actually be here with you practicing together. Let's just start this practice by acknowledging ourselves again and again, and each day actually, for showing ourselves on the mat. This is the most important part, and we are amazing, right? We are taking time to really take care of ourselves. Today we are going for ease, and I really love this theme because at least me, the way I am constructed, I will say, I usually go very fast and really into the strength, especially of the practice. And then I notice myself that I have all this strength, and then I have to soften a little bit. So I'm inviting you on the mat here today to actually be present and notice when you go too much into the strength of this practice, and then maybe soften a little bit and see what's available for you to actually soften at that moment. Okay, if you're ready, hop on the mat. We start laying down on the back into Supta Baddha Konasana. Okay, so bring the soles of your feet together and then rest one palm on top of your chest, the other on top of your abdomen. And now take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out. Okay. And now very gently, just feel the ground beneath your body. And now relax your legs a little bit more. And just notice that when you actually relax the legs a little bit more, you relax the lower back and even the back. Okay, because everything is connected here. Taking long and deep breaths so you can notice how are you feeling in this moment. And just notice every part of the body that maybe feel a little bit tense, and notice those that feel really relaxed. And let's stay here for 3 more breaths, in and out through the nose, allowing ourselves to settle in, to become present. And also actually committing ourselves to be present for the next 20 minutes. Okay, exhale. When you feel ready, you can gently open your eyes. And then bring your knees into your chest. And then you're going to grab the outside edges of your feet. Let's take a happy baby. In case you cannot grab the outer edges of your feet, grab your ankles, grab your shins, and make sure that your arms are staying through the inside of your legs. And maybe you want to swing side to side a couple of times. Maybe you feel really playful right now. And this is actually a really good lower back massage. Or maybe you need some stillness and you find yourself being here at the center. That feels good too. That's amazing actually. So notice, what do you need? Let's stay here for 2 more breaths. Okay. And now bring the back of your knees and roll back and forth a couple of times. And when you have enough speed, you're gonna come into this really relaxed butterfly pose, and that means you're gonna send your heels a little bit further from your sitting bones. And I'm inviting you just to lean forward, okay, as much as you can. And then relaxing the crown of your head as much as you can towards the ground. Letting your shoulders relax down. And just pay attention to every sensation through the lower back. Noticing what you need to soften a little bit. Okay, last breath here. Exhale. And now gently find your way into a tabletop position. And let's go for 3 rounds of cat and cow. Spreading your fingers, really feeling the texture of your mat here when you go into this table position. Okay, and if you feel ready, lower your abdomen, open up the chest and breathe in. And then exhale, round through the spine. Okay. Breathing in. And then exhaling, really pressing away from the mat. One more. Exhale. Okay. Now, bring your palms a little bit further on your mat. Let's take a downward facing dog, tucking your toes, pressing down, sending the hips up and back. And if you want to walk your dog a little bit here, checking in with your legs, your back. Okay, then settling into stillness. And from here, bring your lower ribs towards the mid-spine. Okay, and shoulder blades are coming towards the spine. Okay, so how is your body today? Let the breath be the one that guides you there, feeling every sensation. One more breath. Exhale. Okay, now come into a high plank and then bring your knees down and go all the way down on your mat. Bring your arms near the body. Let's call it a baby locust here. So you're gonna just send your arms, shoulders and legs up, not to the maximum, as this is gonna be the first one. Toes down. Let's stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, palms under your shoulders. Let's take a child's pose. Send the forehead on the mat, and let's stay here for 3 full body breaths. So this practice is going to be really slow. It's going to require patience from your side. And just allow yourself to be there, the observer of your patience, of what's changing in your thoughts, in the body, and dropping any expectation. Okay, press back into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out. From here, walk your feet all the way towards the front of your mat. Okay, let's take a ragdoll, or just let your palms fall down on the ground, putting a little bit of a bend through the knees. And maybe shifting the weight of your body a little bit more on the toes. Good, this feels really great. Such a simple pose, right? One more breath here. Exhale. Now take a halfway lift in here, getting long through the crown of your head, bringing the shoulder blades towards the spine, and then fold. And here we go all the way up into extended mountain pose, letting the tailbone descend. So we want to avoid this Beyonce ass here. So let the tailbone descend, lifting the front of your pelvis. And then exhale and fold. Halfway lift. Okay, now high plank. And from here, go all the way down on your mat. Let's take that locust, sending your chest, shoulders, legs up. Squeeze your legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, child's pose. And just stay for the breath here. Exhale. And then press back into downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Sending the right leg up. Exhaling, stepping in between your palms, dropping your right knee down. Sorry, that's the left knee. Left knee goes down, send arms up. Exhaling, relaxing your shoulders. And then again, breathing in, finding that length through the sides of the body. And maybe while you exhale, you can go just for a really slight back bend in here. Let me stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, release your palms at the top of your mat. Send the hips backward into this runner's lunge. You want to have your left knee under the hip, okay? And your right toes are pointing towards the face, so you can actually look at your pedicure. Okay, now the right hip goes back, left hip goes forward, so you can really feel this big stretch through the right hamstring. You may bend the right knee a little bit, as you can see. Mine is slightly bent here because I have really tight hamstrings. And focus on lengthening through the crown of your head. Exhaling, sending your chest towards the leg. Breathe. Okay. And let's stay for 2 more deep breaths. And then exhale, you're gonna send the hips forward. And then in here, you're gonna cactus your arms, opening up your chest. And then interlacing the fingers behind your back, opening up the chest and going for that slight back bend, or so you have 2 options here. You either press your fist down as much as you can, bringing the shoulder blades towards the spine. You either do this and you continue with a slight back bend, keeping your abdominals engaged. For 3, 2, 1. Okay. And now release your palms at the top of your mat. And again, send the hips backwards for this runner's lunge. And breathe. Good. 3 full body breaths here. Remember, you are here to notice everything. Tapping into your breath so you can land there. And you know, sometimes just by really paying attention to the breath, you become brave of allowing yourself to feel what you feel. Okay, send the hips forward. And now you're gonna move your right foot at the edge of your mat. And we come into this lizard, untuck the left toes. And we're gonna stay here for 5 breaths. Okay, keep breathing in and lengthening through the crown of the head in here. Good. And here we go, last 2 breaths. Exhale. Now you're going to take the right palm and you're going to place it on top of your knee. And from here, you're going to start pressing the knee over to the right side of the mat. And you're going to start lifting your foot off the mat. Right shoulder goes down. And we stay here. 3 full body breaths. And I know this goes really deep into the hip. And that's the place where we want to be. Okay, bring your foot back on the mat. Bend your left knee and grab the foot for King Lizard. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, release your foot down. And now press back for downward facing dog, taking your time to get there. Maybe walk your dog a little bit here. Okay, big breath in and big breath out. Now walk your feet all the way towards the front of the mat. Let's go through another vinyasa. Take a halfway lift, breathing in, pulling your abdominals in, fold. And all the way up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, and you dive forward. Halfway lift. Okay, take your high plank, stepping back with both of the legs. Knees can come down and you go all the way down. And let's do this locust one more time. Pressing down, lifting up. And noticing if you can lift a little bit higher, squeezing your legs and your glutes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, palms under your shoulders. Press back for child's pose. Stay for the breath. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Pressing down, sending the hips up and back. Take a deep breath in. Big breath out right here. Left leg goes up. Step in between the palms. Drop your right knee down. Okay, arms are going up. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Breathing in, lengthening through the sides of the body. Exhale, see if you can go for that slight back bend for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, palms at the top of your mat. Hips are going backwards for runner's lunge. You may take your blocks here so you can find more length. Okay, breathing in, lengthening through the crown of the head. Exhaling, chest is the one that goes towards the leg. Okay, stay with the sensation through the hamstring. Exhale. Okay, send your hips forward. Arms, cactusing your arms here. And then interlacing the fingers behind your back, opening up the chest, stay here. Or maybe you can even press down a little bit more and you open your chest up towards the ceiling for 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Release the palms at the top of your mat. Last time, runner's lunge. Left hip goes back and the right hip goes forward, and then you pull your abdominals in. Anyway, when you do this movement, this is what's going to happen. Your abdominals are going to come in. Three breaths. In and out through the nose. One more. Exhale. Okay, send the hips forward. Good job. Move your foot at the edge of the mat, and your toes are actually going to be on the outside of your mat here. Okay, and let's just stay here into this lizard. Breathing in, lengthening through the crown of the head, allowing yourself to feel everything that's going on through the hips. Pleasant or unpleasant, they are just invitations for you to feel. Okay, good job. Have 3 more breaths. Now, left palm comes on top of your knee, and now you're gonna press the knee away. You're gonna lift your foot because you wanna take this movement of keeping your knee and your ankle in the same line. And in order to do that, when you're all gonna press, you have to lift the foot. Okay, and the left shoulder goes back, so you can rotate the rib cage up a little bit more towards the ceiling. And we stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring your foot back on the mat, bend the knee and grab your foot. King Lizard. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay. Now, gently find your way back to downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay. From here, bring your knees on the mat. Slide your legs to one side. Sit down. And I want you to split your legs here. Now, a really Nice adjustment that you can take here in case you have your really tight hamstrings and inner thighs is to actually bring a blanket under your sitting bones. Okay. And from here, I want you to breathe in at the center. And then exhale, very gently you're gonna fold as much as you can. So remember, any amount is actually the right amount. If you feel the inner thighs and the hamstrings, you are exactly where you have to be. And yeah, let's stay here. Good. You may bend the knees a little bit here. 3 more breaths. Last breath, breathing in right here and breathing out right here. Good job, okay. Very gently come back towards the center. You're gonna lay down on your back. Knees are coming up towards the ceiling, okay? And just bring your feet as wide as the mat and let your knees fall one towards the other. And one palm on your chest, the other on your abdomen. Close your eyes. Exhale. And just relax your body a little bit more down towards the ground. Noticing what exactly has changed or shifted since you started this practice. And from here, very gently, slide your legs on the mat. Let's take Shavasana, making yourself really comfortable in here. Maybe even cover your body with a blanket if you have it close to you. That's actually a pretty nice addition to this Shavasana. And now this is your moment to let go of everything, letting your body just melt down, letting aside any expectations or to-do list, because this is your moment to just be. And it's such an important moment actually, to allow ourselves to be. But sometimes, just being requires a little bit of something before that. And that's why we had the practice. And now you can really feel every sensation through the body, and you can allow yourself to be. And I'm inviting you here to stay for 5-10 minutes and come up whenever you feel ready. I'm going to leave you here, and I cannot wait to actually meet you again on the mat tomorrow. Namaste.